Good morning, good morning. Good morning, world. It's Monday, March 30th, and I'm the man of the hour. I guess I can say I'm calling myself the man of the hour. I'm Amir Shakur, and this is the wake-up call that you've been waiting for. All right, so we're coming at you live with the truth and the headlines that matter, and they won't tell you the way that it should be told, but we're gonna tell it like it is. And so I'm gonna be your motivation for getting this week started off right. And let's get into the pulse of the nation and our community. So you're with Amir Shakur, or Amir Shakur Speaks, some would call me, and others call me the sharpest mind in the morning news media. Well, somebody said that, but I thought it sounded good, so we'll keep it. We'll print that. America's truth fighter, Amir King 7 Shakur. So you're locked in. And if you're joining us from the 312 or the 708 or anywhere and everywhere across the globe, you wanted the truth, you got it. You wanted the fire, it's here. Amir Shakur Speaks in the morning. So we're going to get it started. We're going to talk about the things that matter. But if you're here and you're joining us, just remember, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe and share, and or subscribe, share, and or like, share, and subscribe. Either way you want to look at it, it's the same thing. All right, anyway, so let's get to the headlines. Let's get to the headlines as we're leading the nation across the road. And the nation is at a crossroads. We want to start with the massive No Kings protests and the rallies that swept the nation this weekend. In Minneapolis, for example, over 200,000 people took to the state capitol. The state capitol and the largest protest in Minnesota history we should say that. It's probably 200,000 is no small matter, obviously. And what's the issue? What's the issue? So they're standing up against the current federal policies. The cost of living, gas is going up through the roof, but it wasn't all peaceful. We saw clashes in LA where 75 people were arrested. We've seen some people who were loud, and just to be clear, they want a government that answers to the Constitution, not just to this one person who's pictured here. And that's what the No Kings protest is all about. So I want to go ahead and let's look at that from the perspective of a clip. And you guys know how we do. So, and if you're joining us live anywhere across the country, if you want to chime in and speak, let your voice be heard. Speak truth to power. That's what I do every morning. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the clip, and let's see what it is and what's going on, and share the ABC news clip about the No Kings protest. Here we go. One second, is that clip ready? Let's see if we can get that clip ready and add it to there we go. Better. Okay.
No Kings protests across the country. Music legend Bruce Springsteen performed at the flagship demonstration in St. Paul, Minnesota. Millions attended rallies across the nation voicing their opposition to the Trump administration's policies. Organizers say it was the largest single day of nonviolent protests in modern American history. Here's ABC's Melissa Don.
Across the country, from New York, Dallas to San Francisco, millions of people out for the No Kings protests.
No ICE in our streets!
Demonstrators calling out President Donald Trump and his administration's policies. In Minnesota, Bruce Springsteen performing Streets of Minneapolis.
On the streets of Minneapolis!
The state's governor calling out the Trump administration for going too far with their immigration crackdown.
When democracy itself seems to be at risk,
It was Minnesota who said, not on our watch.
Organizers say 3,000 separate rallies on Saturday marked the largest single-day demonstration in the nation. And it's not just big cities. Smaller municipalities, including Buffalo, New York, saw demonstrators taking to the streets.
It's time to speak up. I don't want to be a bystander to this.
Out west, crowds marched down the streets of San Diego. And in Los Angeles, there was isolated violence. Federal law enforcement deploying what appeared to be tear gas. Outside a federal detention center, police ordering dispersals. The LAPD arresting 75 people. Lindsay, President Trump has not commented on these latest rounds of protests. Now, last fall, Trump did say he is not a king. Lindsay?
Melissa, thank.
So, with that in mind, hey, if you're just joining us, about this morning, we're talking about the good old No Kings protests that happened around the country, and let's go ahead and just add that back in Chicago right here in Chicago. There was a massive rally and in a series of massive nationwide protests aimed at the policies and the perceived authoritarianism of President Donald Trump during his second term. Started March 2026. The movement's name reflects the protesters' core message that the U.S. president is a democracy-elected leader and not a monarch. So I'm going to say that again. What are they saying? They're saying that the U.S. president is a democracy-elected leader and not a monarch. Go ahead and preach, y'all. So, if just an overview, the No Kings protests are organized by a broad coalition of progressive activists and society groups and social justice movements like Indivisible, Move On, and the 5501 group, according to the records. As of late March 26th, there's been a massive wave of demonstrations. June of 2025, the first rallies were held on June 14th, conceding Trump's 79th birthday, and a military parade in Washington, D.C., which led a lot of public criticism for such a bold display from the Trump administration, that is. In October of 2025, a second wave saw approximately 7 million participants, and this particular third and largest wave took place 2 days ago, March 28th, with the organizers estimating a turnout of 8 million people across more than 3,300 events, almost 3,500 events, I should say. All right. So, key issues and motivations. Protesters have rallied against several aspects of the Trump administration, like the war in Iran, immigration enforcement, some more key issues that really have really adjusted the wave of the condemnation, I should say, not the wave of the country. So economic concerns, frustrations over the cost of living, housing, and healthcare. Democratic institutions concerned about democratic backsliding and the president's use of or misuse of executive power. So again, some of the notable events and figures. St. Paul, Minnesota served as the flagship site this year for the 2026 protest, where, as you saw in the clip, Bruce Springsteen performed. Streets of Minneapolis. New York City, the high-profile figures such as Robert De Niro, Letitia James, and Al Sharpton rallied at Times Square. In D.C., thousands marched past the Lincoln Memorial towards the National Mall. Response from the White House has been dismissive, small, minimal. President Trump did say, "I'm not a king," while simultaneously mocking the protests, leading into royal comparisons, such as posting AI-generated videos of himself wearing a crown. So he disagrees with those. And Republican leadership, some have characterized the demonstrations as hate America rallies. All right, so there we go. The No Kings protests, right? So, I think that we would be well served to continue the high-level pushback and continue these movements. Hopefully we can do it more consistently, like even once a month, or more of a consistent level, because the Trump administration definitely needs that high-level pushback, guys. And good job to all of the organizers who stood on the front lines and stood in the void for the people. So I think that's wonderful. So I commend you guys. Hats off to you. So next thing is our next feature is not good, right? Not good. The crisis at the pump, the global crunch, right? I want to highlight that too. The crisis at the pump, the global crunch, and that crunch is happening for a lot of us. I mean, I went to fill my tank, and normally it's a $26 tank. It was upwards of $40. So at the pump, the global crunch. Wanted to highlight that just so you guys can see it. Anyway, what are we looking at? Well, if you're feeling the pinch at the gas station, you're not alone. Gas prices have spiked nearly $1 in the last month, with some experts predicting that in $5 in the next few weeks. And if the conflict in the Middle East doesn't stabilize, thousands of U.S. troops are heading to the region and have been there as tensions escalate. So it's time to start thinking about our independent energy independence, right? Does that make sense? Or it's time to start thinking about energy interdependence, right, people? So let's, in that order, let's talk about it. So I'm an advocate for smart spending. I'm an advocate for what's going on with just economic gas policies. And I drive a luxury vehicle. So with that in mind, you're looking at premium gas. So talk about feeling the pinch, right? So if you're joining us from around the country, some areas, I know in LA, one area hit $7 a gallon for gas. So it's no fun, and it's not a good thing. So we really want to go back and really address what that is versus what you can do, and hopefully there's a resolution to this war in Iran, which is causing a lot of the pushback from Iranian, the Strait of Hormuz, we should say. Let's talk about that. So the Strait of Hormuz is if the conflict in the Middle East is probably at the core of it, whereas a lot of the world's shipping, especially oil shipping, is going through, and if the Strait of Hormuz is closed down, which is controlled by Iran, keep in mind the current conflict is in the Middle East is Israel and American military and leadership and authorities going head to head with Iran, and thousands of U.S. troops, like I said, are heading to the region as tensions escalate. So again, we got to start thinking about how we're spending our energy. What about, a backup plan? Is there a backup plan when that gas hits $5 a gallon or more? Yep, let's hopefully hope that there's a global shift, and we can't say that too loudly, but we can scream it. We hope that there's a global shift, so because our pockets are staying empty, and if you're in some of the high level metros, high velocity metros, Los Angeles, New York City, Chicago, the South Loops, it's hitting us hard, y'all. So I definitely want to say that, and keep your head up. There will be a resolution eventually, but let's just think about smart ways that we can pinch at the gas station. So that's what we have to say, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So now, moving right along. Shout out to the folks around the country who have watched my show and supported me, and the numbers are rising. Shout out to the Thornton Township High School community. Taste of Thornton Township 2026 Stomp the Violence Showcase proved that our youth are talented, focused, and ready to lead, and that community spirit. So if you guys got pictures, or if you have a high school anywhere around the country, I want to show me some pictures. I want to start highlighting community spirit, and it's part of who we are. So if someone's out there and doing a good thing, send me that picture. Send me that picture. I've already got one session called "A Picture Can Tell 1,000 Words," and I think your truth and everything that you guys are going through, we want to make sure that we post that. So, high schoolers, grade schoolers, family matters. Let's go ahead and let's talk about what it is and who it is. And again, we want to celebrate you, so you can send that information if you'd like to Amir Shakur Speaks at gmail.com. Give us 1 second and we're going to pull that up and let you know where to send that to, and get it back to me. And I'm gonna shout you out. I'm gonna shout out your admin team and your leadership, and make sure that everybody celebrates you. So that's gonna be Amir Shakur Speaks at gmail.com. All right. Fine. All right. Moving right along. So tech in the future. Well, check this out. If the future is not walking around among us, I don't know what is. We've got some pretty interesting stuff going on with tech around the country, around the world. AI is taking a higher level. As a matter of fact, I've done a series for the evening special edition about AI, and I plan to do some more. But the future is walking among us, and a company called Abigott just rolled out its 100th humanoid robot, and it's quite interesting. Let's look at some of the things they're moving from lab to real world, logistics, retail, even hospitality. And the world is changing fast, family. So either we got to adopt or you're going to get left behind. And for those who are, looking at those Orwellian type of, iRobot, Terminator type movies, and you're afraid of technology and afraid to embrace it, well, 30, 40, 50 years back, people moved from conventional ovens to the microwave, and it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle for some, but for the most part, it's been embraced heavily. And I can guarantee you every household, or 95 to 98% of the households, use microwaves. And it was a harmless transition. I know that there are conspiracy theorists who still have their faults, and their doubts, that in that order. But we got to get past them. So anyway, back to the company, Agribot. Okay, that's what it is. It's Agribot. So let's look at what Agribot is doing. And again, they just rolled out their 10,000th humanoid robot, and they're moving from the lab to the real world. So I think it's worth mentioning and worth looking at. So bear with us while we get the clip going.
New humanoid robot just stepped into the spotlight, and it is not moving quietly. Agibot has released a bold promotional video for its Expedition A3, and the message is clear from the first second. This robot is built to push physical intelligence to the edge. In the footage, the Expedition A3 launches into mid-air flying kicks, spins through whirlwind-style strikes, and lands with impressive balance and control. These are not slow demonstration moves. They are fast, explosive, and aggressive. Every jump and rotation highlights advanced actuator strength, real-time motion planning, and precise balance correction happening in milliseconds. Humanoid robotics has evolved beyond basic walking. To execute a flying kick, the robot must calculate trajectory, control torque across multiple joints, maintain center of mass alignment, and absorb impact on landing without losing stability. That level of coordination requires powerful hardware combined with sophisticated artificial intelligence control systems. The timing is no coincidence. Unitary Robotics has also showcased highly agile humanoid demonstrations, turning the spotlight onto a growing rivalry. The real competition is not just about flashy moves. It is about who can translate dynamic motion into real-world capability. One thing is certain, the humanoid arms race just became far more intense.
Wow, guys. Wow, that is crazy. So, AGBot wrote off its 10,000 humanoid robot, and this robot is doing real live, serious ninja kung fu moves and jumping around, doing flying kicks and all of that. So, hey, you know what? Those who are watching those Terminator movies, hey, you guys might be onto something. So, maybe we need to get the resistance started. Wow, that's crazy. So again, the world is changing, folks, and it's changing fast. So either you adopt or you get left behind. You get with the program, right? So AGBot, okay, I got you guys. So we'll keep an eye out for what you're doing, and we'll just it's a double-edged sword. So AI might be AI might be the puppet being controlled by the puppet master from the dark curtain in the back. So I like it. I'm gonna say, me personally, I like it, but I mean this robot, is amazing. I would just like to see it in real life. So AGPod and your folks, if you guys want to do an interview with me, Amir Shakur Speaks, I look forward to that, and let's get that information out there. But anyway, good job, guys. So, all right. With that in mind, we come to the feature that you guys know and love, and you've asked for. A picture can tell 1,000 words. So this is when you guys are sending me your pictures, and it could be, high school prom. It could be, your birthday parties. It could be anything that you think is going to highlight who's, what's, the wins, the wheres, and want to suggest that you don't want to send me anything criminal. I always say that, but I have to emphasize that because it might be a well-placed note to local authorities, and I don't deal with them too well, but I don't do the criminal thing either. So guys, go ahead and send me your pictures anyway, and if you have that. So let's look and see what we got with a picture can tell 1,000 words. And if it's AI generated stuff, I'll deal with it as well. So let's see what we got. Okay, I guess this is you. Okay, you're trying to stomp me, right? Okay, so there he is. He's looking like a bobblehead future pop. That achieved a very dangerous hobby, right? His head was majestic, boulder sized, like an orb out in the sky that seems to have its own weather system or something. That head preached precariously on top of that neck in bobblehead style, while doing the absolute heavy lifting of the century, and I see you got that fire, with that grin that approximately took 3 to 5 days to travel across that massive face with that big old bobblehead. So, oh my God, he's hoisted a glass bottle packed with, the tempest of literally fire. So if you drink that, you're gonna be, high in the sky, I guess, or something, looking like a majestic titan or something. I don't know. Listen, man, I don't know what you're thinking with this picture, but I'm gonna say as the orange glow illuminated that big old expansive forehead. Hey, man, do what you do. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if you're advertising, your next brand of, Kavashi, not CA, but Shea, but or something. But hey, it is what it is. So anyway, thanks for this picture, and I guess you're from New York because you got on a Brooklyn shirt, Brooklyn baseball or basketball tank top. So as fast as it is easily, I think that you're basically, I guess you're showing a good time with some particularly good whiskey or something, that's fire. So anyway, thanks for sending me the picture. That was my interpretation of it. It was more poetic, whimsical, but I thank you for sending it. And hey, a picture can tell 1,000 words. So just make sure you have some KO Pepte or Pepto Thank you. All right. A picture can tell 1,000 words. So if you guys got a picture you want to send me, or a shout out, I want to shout you out. And yeah. So we're at 30 minutes, and guys, my time is almost up. Please like, share, and subscribe. I was getting a little tongue twisted at first, but I can say it with confidence. Like, share, and subscribe. All right, buddy? Look, you've been watching the Amir Shakur Speaks in the morning, and join me every morning from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. or shortly prior to that or shortly thereafter, whichever one we meet first, whichever benchmark. But this is your morning briefing, and one thing I gotta say is we gotta fight for even more to build. So stay focused, stay advocate minded, and remember your voice, your power is needed in the days ahead. All right. Remember, no kings, right? We're not dealing with kings. Kings are out of here. So I'm Amir Shakur. See you on the digital front lines, and let's go to work tomorrow at 9 a.m. Peace, y'all.